You're right. It's Sculpture Shack here with another video for you. First thing I'm going to start off with is this is the new logo. It's going to be put on the website. It's going to be put on all the stores, and it's going to be put on a design and as well as being printed off. But we'll get to that in other videos. Today we're going to be talking about Redbubble. So everyone should know what Redbubble is by now because it's been around for quite a while. And I imagine many of you listening or watching will have either got some stuff there yourself or shopped there before. Well, in terms of me, I've been on there for about a year, possibly a year and a half. Might be a little bit longer, might be a little bit shorter. Not 100% sure. It was just sort of a side sort of thing before this. But I've recently started up a small business under the name of Sculpture Shack, which is what the logo here is for. So today, in this video, I'm going to just show you my Redbubble store and how it's going to attach to the company as a whole. And hopefully, you can go there, buy some stuff. I'll attach my drawings and designs that will be on these videos on the YouTube. Because it's not just the sculpture in terms of 3D modeling or clay products. That's the majority of it. That's going to be the physical items for the most part, which will be on Etsy under the Sculpture Shack name. But let me just start by saying this, because it's a little bit older than the rest of it, it's under a name of WabiSabiConcept. Now WabiSabiConcept's been around for a little bit of time, like I said. So if you want to go visit the store, and hopefully you do, because I could do with the increase in sales, get some more stuff going, like I said, help a small business out. So the Redbubble store is literally just www.redbubble.com. Then it will say /people here, but you can just put WabiSabiConcept /shop, and that usually works. What I'm going to show you today is a couple of products on this website, some of my favorites, and then I'll show you the overall designs. So what you can buy at the moment on this shop, let's go down, is 38 products at the moment. Now some of these say mature content. It's not fully nude. There may be sort of an outline of a nude every now and then, but it will say not safe for work. So if you've got children or you don't want to see that stuff, just don't bother looking at those ones. But they're mostly under the sort of pin-up girl sort of ones. Other than that, we have the logos, like the sort of 1 million legend here. We have a Japan Style Club logo, and that's going to be part of the brand, which is the Japanese-based design products. Little personal cloaks and cutouts, as well as patterns, like for example the fun shapes here. Little illustrations like the Samurai Showdown that you can see on this page. And let's go down, and the stuff like the geisha, the sort of night one here, and then you've got the Sculpture Shack one that'll be on the way. But there's the original Wabi-Sabi. Here's this one here called That Girl Is the Enemy of Sanity. That one's for a visual novel I made. It's not got many views around, but I'll link to it and maybe you can read it. It's a little bit basic, but it was just something to do a bit of practice with, and hopefully down the line explore with that a bit more. But we'll keep it to the Redbubble today. And just like motivational one here, like to keep moving forward. And then the 80s, 90s, noughties. And then these just really nice sort of graphics here. These designs. Alright, so let's do this properly and go to what we'll do is explore the designs. So the sort of stuff you can buy in the store at the moment, I'm going to keep updating it, especially now that I've got the shop going. This is the sort of base one. This Redbubble will do all the sort of stuff for you. You take a small percentage of what it is, and I'll try and keep the prices low as I can because I don't want to be greedy. I'm happy with a certain enough. I've got other things there and that I can make money out of, but obviously I need to make an income, so I've got a little bit of there for myself. So let's have a look. So you've got we'll go from this top section here. So you've got the Believe, Hope, Protect, which is in the Japanese text as well, with the rising sun. That's a really nice one. That's my most recent. The next one here, just another Japan style club, just sort of manga girl pin-up one there. A fox painting, that one has been done in a VR software called Vermilion. You may have heard it, you may not, but it's when it first came out, and as well as practicing with it, it's just a nice design that I've put on posters. All of these will be on t-shirts. Let's say all of these, most of these will be on t-shirts, posters, bath mats, cups, stuff like that. And just have a look, see if it's on there. The design, look at the design, see if you got it there. I'll show you in a minute, we'll get to that. So you've got the Japan Style Club logo here, which is what that all the Japan based stuff is going to be under. Just mentioned that girl at the end of Mia Sanity, that's just another logo. The level 1 million legend, nice little tag there. Some Christmas designs, brace yourself, Santa is coming. I did that many years ago, but it was a really nice sort of thing. I used to do it on a stall in a little glass frame, but now I scanned it in and put it on a t-shirt because I thought that would be nice last Christmas. Another really nice sort of star logo one here. You only get the things you don't want, so don't want the things you do want. Simple, right? Not simple enough for me to say apparently, but there you go. Nice little taglines like that, you got a few of them. Again, these more ones here, I don't know if you can see the little hand on here, but if you can't, it's the one that says awesome original graphic design. I don't remember naming it that, but I must have. Just ones like that, and this one that's right next to it with the black one here, the Mark Army rank logo design. It's really nice basic logo stuff that looks really good on t-shirts or hats, stuff like that. Again, another one here, always think, always question. I do personally believe that you should always think, always in question, no matter what comes through. The brain believes one thing, the mouse speaks another nice little text one. These are all just things I've come up with myself just for a bit of fun. You know, people like catchphrases, I thought it'd be nice to put on. These ones here are pictures, and these are mostly for posters or canvases. These are the ones I've took myself in Japan when I went in 2018, and I used to do photography, so it was all done with a Nikon camera, all the settings proper geared out, proper lenses, so it's not just your sort of point and click stuff. There's only 3 of them on here. I could have really put 100 on there really, because there's that many good ones that I took, but I've kept them to the best. And then I've got these, like I said, these mature content ones aren't going to show up just because I'm not signed into this at the moment because it's on a different computer. But you've got the American designs, the ones that look a bit like Clint Eastwood, sort of the cowgirl ones. Excuse me, the astronaut and moon design cut, I really like that one. It's just like a test one where I've sort of used sort of almost like a clip art look to go over. A similar one to the American ones, the maid cutout design and the night cutout design, just a sort of British counterpart of the American one. A nice little fun UFO, I believe to you, just a nice little fun one with this is more when I was practicing with a website called Canva. And it was a nice little design that I made at the time. One of the pin-up girls that has actually come away, it's not too bad. Just sort of mocking that sort of World War II design where she's on the bomb, but it's just a girl on a vape. The Samurai Showdown, black and white. This is just done by doing silhouettes on Manga Studio, which is these days called Clip Studio Paint. Obviously I've been around for a while, so I used to use that. That's what I'm used to saying, to be fair, but that's the same thing. Done on there, nice little showed off with sort of like a Ronin-like samurai and a normal samurai. You've got the pattern one, which I really like this one. This is the shapes pattern one. This goes on really nice on clothes. It's sort of a full design. Just really nice stuff that I've like just done over time, bit of practice. And then my eyes are down here, which is usually meant to be put on a t-shirt just for a bit of sort of comedic effect. The Wabi-Sabi store logo, which it's now going to be Sculpture Shack as a whole, but this website will always be called Wabi-Sabi, just as, you know, it's a little bit confusing, but it stops me from having to go into settings, change all these price things, because it's been there for a while. So who cares? The truth is the truth there. Nice little design there. basically these two here are motivational ones, and then the keep moving forward. It's meant to look like that sort of poster of the sports-based stuff. 80s, 90s, noughties, just because I'm born in the 90s, so you've got that for mine. Noughties, which is the earlier stuff where I sort of grew up, and that in the 80s, whichever one was the 80s. And then just like the American and British ones, I've got the samurai and the geisha cut out designs, which were my original ones that I put on here that are just really nice to do. Again, looking good on t-shirt designs or laptop covers. So that's most of that. Let's have a look. I'll go on these ones that say mature content just to give you an example of what they are. Because like I said, they're not overly not safe for work, but like I said, if you've got kids or whatever, just, you know, probably keep them away from it. If you're a teenager, it's absolutely fine. Like I said, there's no full-on nudity. There was no private stuff like that. It's more suggestive, I'd say. But that's just the one there, sort of the top coming off a little bit. A couple of my favourites are on here. I have a sort of like, they're all different kinds, non-made, basic sort of anime girl stuff. If I get the one, see, that made one of my favourite ones here out of the pinup girls. And I want to be doing more of these. So if you've got any ideas that you want to see or anything that you want to sort of make, just put a comment in the comments section or message me, and I'll have a look, see what I can do. And then I'll also record that, because what I want to be doing in the future is recording these designs and going through them, showing people how I do it, giving basically a tutorial if you wanted to see. I mean, I don't consider myself obviously one of the great artists, that many artists that are on this actual website itself, you know, the YouTubes, the Instagrams, but I like to think I'm pretty decent, and I'm getting better as the time goes by, and it's the main thing I like to do and want to enjoy and get into. The sculpting sort of comes from that, because it obviously gives me a nice base to go forward, and it really does help knowing form stuff and that already, and they kind of, yeah, vice versa, they help each other out. You know, the more I sculpt, the more I understand stuff, and then the more I can translate into paper, and the more I draw, the more I can translate into sculpting. But let's continue with this. So that's the sort of made design. Again, like, it's just a little bit showy, not anything true sort of bad. We'll just use this. Yeah, we'll use this one. Just go from here. You've got all the t-shirt designs, the baseball tees, the classic tees. Most of these products, like I said, will be there. The only ones that don't are the ones that have very postery like. So your big paintings and your photography stuff, that's the stuff you won't get on the t-shirts, but just the posters. But this is an example of one where it's basically on everything. So you've got all the t-shirt designs, male and female. Try to keep them completely equal. On these ones, I haven't done the sort of children's ones, obviously, but on the sort of pattern one, for example, that will have a children's design. And we'll just keep going down there. Look, you've got the laptop sleeves, laptop skins, stickers, glossy stickers, iPad skin phone cases. I think these look really nice on these, to be honest. I mean, some of these are a little bit off because on the website it's hard to get them. It will show you one design and you've got to edit that one. So some might not work. So if you're looking through them, just be careful to make sure. Because for example, I wouldn't buy that Samsung soft case there just because it's mostly out of the way. Sorry, not the soft case, the tough case. But I would opt more for the soft case. Canvas prints, framed art prints, you know, the clocks, tapestries, posters. Some of them have face masks, especially around the time of sort of COVID. Mugs, drawer bags, storage pillows, tote bags, pins, duffel bags. I mean, I'm just telling you now all that we're seeing, but that's what it's on. Your notepads, your water bottles. Most of your cheapest stuff, your water bottles, your greetings cards, your pouches, your magnets. But your t-shirts sort of go your mid-range, and then your expensive stuff tends to be the posters, and the sort of the framed art prints. So, I mean, you could really do that yourself if you, say, bought the artboard here and put it in a frame if you've got one, say, from IKEA or something like that, or wherever you're from in the world. I mean, pretty much everyone has IKEA, I guess. Right, so let's go back. I mean, that's pretty much it for this particular video. this is just sort of, like I said, to show you what I've got at the moment in the design side of things. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's 20% offers at this moment. I mean, we're going to go from the date of the, it's just turned this because it's gone, so just gone midnight, but it's the 2nd of the 6th, 2023. Look forward to more designs as I post more, which is what I'm going to talk about now very quick. So let's go back to the logo. Oh, before I do that, like I said, sum up, Redbubble, WabiSabiConcept, lots of great designs on there. I've actually got, I mean, if I had my camera on now, I'm actually sitting on 1 or 2 of my cushions that I bought myself. It was to sort of see if the actual designs work. So A, I know they work. B, I go by a philosophy of, if I wouldn't personally buy it myself, then I'm not going to put it online. So everything I've done, I personally would buy, and I even have bought. Maybe I'll show you in a video if we talk about this again, or if I'm doing a design. I'll try and get an advert up as well to give a quick summary of all this. But yeah, like I said, just to pop over to WabiSabiConcept, support a local business. But I'm going to be doing multiple things. So eventually, paintings, drawings, tutorials for those drawings, for sculpting, say, small characters or 3D stuff. Eventually, not at the moment. And then I'll be selling physical stuff on Etsy for the UK. If it's a digital product, you can still get it on Etsy for, say, America or somewhere else. And eventually down the line, once the business improves and I start getting sort of more income, I can actually start expanding. And I start understanding the sort of the process a little bit more. But yeah, the 3D prints, sculpts, say clay, they'll be sold on the Etsy store, which will be under the Sculpture Shack at Etsy. And then the WabiSabiConcept is the designs. I'll also eventually open commissions. I mean, I could open that right now if you want something doing. If you like the art, you can go down and get it. I'll talk about that in another video though. I'm going to have quite these are going to be quite long, but they're going to be a big sum up of each particular section. So this is the design, the text design, selling side of things. Right, so we'll go back to here and I'll explain a little bit more. So that's the logo, new logo. Made it look sort of 3D. So I've also made this so it's going to print off for the opening of these videos eventually. Probably not on this one or the next couple, just depends. Just getting the sort of angle right to make it look good. I don't want it to look rubbish, so bear in mind for that. So, should I say bear with for that. Yeah, so thanks for watching that video on WabiSabiConcept. Go buy something hopefully, and you know, see it improving sales, seeing this video. Hope you enjoy what I'm doing. If you think I require any improvements, say on the art, or just the video in general, yeah, drop me a message. It'd be great. But let me just finish off by saying this. Sculpture Shack is mainly about the sculpting, about the 3D sculpting and the clay, and I'm going to be doing videos where I show you that, and I'll be selling them. But I have a secondary thing, because like I said, the thing I do in my spare time is the drawing and the illustrations, and I want to be starting putting paintings up, you know, watercolors, acrylics, drawings. I specialize in the, obviously, as you can see from the Wabi-Sabi store, the sort of anime and manga stuff. Doesn't mean I can't do any other stuff. It's just the stuff I focus on. But yeah, so drawings. Probably not as much tutorials with the drawings, just because that's more of a personal thing. But if you do want to see that, again, check out the videos, and then I'll see the future videos, and then comment, say if you think, oh, I want to know how to do that, or the way you do this, how do you do that? I'll probably do it. But like I said, videos, advertising, you'll see 3D prints, time lapses, painting time lapses, drawing time lapses, with voiceovers, just because it's a little bit easier to do, because it'll be too heavy on the drawing. So if a drawing takes an hour, it's going to be a bit difficult, whereas it can squeeze that into 10 minutes with a time lapse. And the same goes for the sculpting. So sculpting, 3D clay, drawing, and design, illustration. You'll see this going forward through the videos. Just keep a lookout for the videos. Just please like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to the Etsy shop and see if you want to buy some of the physical items or even the digital sale items, because with the, I've just done a Zen garden set, and that is available for physical buy, and I'll send you obviously the 5-piece, or if you've got a 3D printer, I have the files on Etsy that you can buy the group set of files and print them off yourself. So if you want to go to Etsy to buy that, that's great. Drop me a comment if you want to say me to do your item like a sculpt or a drawing. And then the Wabi-Sabi store, which we've just been through. Sorry if I've repeated myself a little bit. It's just sort of the first couple of videos that I'm going to be doing. It's hard to sort of summarize these things when you're doing so sort of much. But yeah, like I said, go check out the website. Go check out the YouTube, the Instagrams. Follow my Instagram. It's at the it'll be just 1 second. I'll link it in a next video just because my phone's on charge. But it'll be under Sculpture Shack. I'm pretty sure it's just Sculpture Shack, but you'll see it because it'll have this logo. So go like the Instagram, like, share, comment, subscribe on this video. Hopefully bunk up the website and go buy some of the stuff from the Wabi-Sabi store or the Sculpture Shack store. Thanks very much for listening to this video. I hope to see you in the next videos, and I hope to be sending you some of my great items that I've got on sale. See you in the next one.